This is a quick tutorial to show you how to navigate the question bank. Go to smashusmle.com, click on login. I'll provide you the username and password. Once you log in, you're gonna see the dashboard and step 1 QBank. So I'll give you the login for step 2 QBank also. You go to step 1 question bank. This is the platform for the QBank. It's very simple. This is the area where you generate the questions. There are 2009 questions for step 1, and they're broken down by behavioral sciences, molecular biology, as you can see, physiology. You can set in time on time, tutor, time mode, all. For you, when you do the test, what I want you to do is basically start with each system. So they're actually broken down by subdivisions, but don't worry about you can either do it by that, but I think the most efficient way is to select one particular section. In this case, let's pick genetics, and always go to tutor mode and keep it in all if it's the first time you're doing it. So I'm going to give you 2 examples. So the max questions you can generate is 46 questions. So let's take 10 questions. So it's going to generate a question. You just read the question and make sure it's properly written in English. There's always a question ID for every question. That's the most important thing. You can mark questions, as you can see on this side there. You don't have to know the answers, just select an answer. And what I want you to do is that keep an eye here if there's a duplicate explanation text under here. If there are duplicate explanations, just put it inside the Word document. In this case, there are some Wikipedia hyperlinks here for this particular section. So what I recommend is, if there are Wikipedia hyperlinks, create a table for that, and just question ID. So we can create a quick table. And so we say for Wikipedia question, so we say just question ID number 36. So there are, you can even type in the word allele, genotype, mate's choice, mutation, selection. Unfortunately, you won't be able to copy and paste. If you try to copy, it's not going to let you do that. So just if it's in the references, you can keep it in the references. That's fine. So that's one example. Let's pick another one here. Most of the explanations should say the correct answer here, and the correct answer should be here, and then give you the other options. For example, there's a lot of hyperlinks for Wikipedia here, so we don't want that. So as you can see at the bottom, it says wiki/disease. So that would be another perfect example of one with Wikipedia link. So that would be ID number 37, and you can put in educational objectives. Let's pick another one. So this one looks perfectly okay. The correct answer. So you just move on. There's really not much to do here. The same thing here. There might be some hyperlinks in this case. So always make sure you just read. Make sure it's proper English. So that's one example. So let's suspend this. So there's create test, previous test, review test, cumulative performance, reset, QBank, and help. The next time you want to pick another section, let's say we used some genetics questions. If you pick genetics again, click on unused. If you click on used, we already took 10 questions out, so you have 36 questions left so that you can finish genetics. So because some of questions are like 615, so you don't have to repeat questions you already made note where they have some errors in them. Let's pick biochemistry, for example. Now pick about 5 questions in biochemistry. Generate, and always put in tutor mode and generate a question that way. So in this case, always put what section. So like the category will be behavior science. So I think there's a lot of Wikipedia hyperlinks in these questions here. So that question is fine. That question is okay. The same thing here. What I recommend also is that there are some questions that has explanation that's a duplicate. So let me select duplicate or explanation, like the word. It's the word that's duplicate, and you see as you do questions, you see what will happen is this is a constant, but sometimes when we pasted some of the explanations, the word explanation is also at the top here. So if you see those duplicate explanation questions, please let me know. You can submit that, and that's pretty much it. Just read through this, make sure that it's worded properly. Let's say you select, remember we picked a, if you want to resume back from where you left off, for example, we were just doing genetics. All right, that's the main distribution. You can resume that question, set that we're doing 10 questions, so you can resume it back, and it takes you right here. As you can see, whatever you've answered, it kind of stores it, and we are question number 8. You can even mark it and then come back and finish it off. So let's say you get tired and you want to continue, you can do the same thing there. So that's the basic review. If you need to cross-check labs, the labs are here in the corner here. We have a calculator here also. So let's submit this question. So what I prefer you to do is basically just break it down by question, the category. So pick it one at a time, behavioral science, biostatistics. The maximum questions you can generate at a time is 46. Just put your comments, you can always reset the QBank once you're done, and it basically erase all the data. So that's basically what I want you to do. If you have any questions, send me an email. All right, and remember tutor and all, and if it's the first time, you use all, but once you start to do the questions, just always use unused. The unused questions will basically show you what you need to do. All right, I hope that, and send me the Word documents once you're done. And if you find other explanations that you wanted to add explanations to, feel free to do that also. Okay, hope it's very straightforward. Let me know. I need this as soon as possible. Thank you. Bye.